Hello, everybody. Cecil Pearson Jr. coming at you here with a special message. Now, most folks know that I don't put a whole lot of stock in money. Never have, never will. But I just got an email that really upset me a little bit. Woman was upset in a video that preachers are, put their PayPal down there, and so people, if they want to, can bless the ministry and bless their families. And that folks ought not to monetize their religious channels. Let me ask you a question. You the subscribers, and you the viewers, you all expect an answer when you send your email. You expect an answer when you send a message, when you make a call. When you want prayer or need prayer, you expect your pastor to be at your beck and call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And don't tell me you don't. I don't sleep because of it. You expect your pastor to be on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, let's say, well, that pastor can get a job. Okay, he can get a job. But for the 8, 12 to 16 hours he's working that job, who's answering your emails? Who's answering your messages? Who's praying for you? Because he can't answer his emails, messages, and just stop his job and fall down on his knees and start praying for you if he's working for somebody else. He'll get fired. That's what happens when you don't do your job. You get fired. Now, this thing's got me fired up a little bit. The Bible tells us that a craftsman is worth his work. And if you don't think working for God and going out and preaching and teaching and praying and answering emails and messages is worth anything, you've lost your mind. We dedicate our lives to Christ. God comes before family. It comes before sick family. He comes before everything. He comes before table time. He comes before literally everything. So I ask you, how are we supposed to live? Now, I don't draw a salary. I certainly don't make Joel Osteen and Kenneth Copeland money. I don't. Like I said, we broke down what I make, and I make less than 12 cents an hour. But I think I'm worth at least a nickel, 12 cents, maybe even a quarter. But that's not what this is about. This is about the ignorance of people thinking that preachers shouldn't be paid for their job. They should be paid for their job. But they should know how to manage their money. And if they see somebody in need, they should bless that person because they've been blessed. It's not about hoarding up every nickel you can get. It's about using what you need and spreading the rest to somebody else. That's what it's about. That's what Jesus told us to do. Not just preachers, but everybody. Everybody. If you store your treasures up on earth, honey, that's where your heart's at. But if you store your treasures up in heaven, that too is where your heart's at. Don't worry about the world's got to say. Worry about what God's got to say. Understand? Understand that? Now again, I'm not on here asking for money. I'm on here telling you a preacher is worth whatever the parishioner wants to give. That's what they're worth. If a parishioner wants to give $1,000, then they're worth $1,000 that day. If they don't want to give but a nickel, then he wasn't worth nothing but a nickel that day. You get what God sends. That's how preachers operate. You get what God blesses you with. And the giver gets a blessing as well. That's a fact. No matter what the preacher does with the money, the giver gets a blessing. So for all you people out there throwing at me and coming at me about monetizing my channel or selling my books, Do you think that they are printed off for free, shipped for free? That the time that I sat and took a year to get it typed out right, do you think that time is worthless? Really? I'm going to monetize my channel if I want to. If you don't like it, bounce. I'm going to sell my book if I want to. If you don't like it, bounce. My video about my experience in heaven and hell don't cost nobody a nickel to go listen to. They ain't got to buy no book. They ain't got to buy no membership. They ain't got to buy nothing from it. All they got to do is sit down and listen at it. It's free for anybody and everybody to watch. Been watched more than 6 million times. And I ain't got a nickel off of it. Not a nickel. So don't sit and come at me because I dedicate my entire life to the Lord and then make it a way for people to bless my ministry and my family if they want to. I ain't having it. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. Get yourself right with God. That's all I got to say to you. Get yourself right with God. Have a nice day. Love you all. Every one of you. Yeah, even the one I'm talking to right now. You know who you are.